All right. Hi, everyone. Hello, Oily family. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, so wanted to hop on here for Wellness Wednesday. So the last few weeks, we've been talking about emotions, and I keep promising to go over the 6 core emotions, so I want to do that today. This is probably one of my favorite topics. I absolutely loved this topic when I was studying psychology in college, and I think it's really helpful to understand the emotions so that way you can then understand what oils to use them for and how to move forward. So are you guys ready to kind of jump in on this? All right, so first oil and emotion that we're going to cover is anger. Before we get too much into this, so a lot of the information that I'm giving you guys are psychology concepts. This particular concept about the different oils dates all the way back to 1st century Chinese. And in that text, there were 7. I'm going to cover the 6, okay? So first one is anger. Anger, some people believe is a core emotion, some people don't. Anger can range anywhere from annoyance, which would be very slight anger, all the way out to a really high intensity anger as rage. And one of the oils that I would really encourage you to explore and use if you're noticing bouts of anger is peppermint. All right, you guys know I love my peppermint. Peppermint is really good with anger because it helps flush our bodies. So it's a really good oil to stimulate our circulatory system and oxygenate our body. And with anger, that can hold on to our body, but it can also be stored in our body, and it can also just kind of come up and down. So when you're feeling angry, I love doing Vitaflex points. I love just sniffing it. If you're feeling really angry or even slightly annoyed, couple really good breaths. I really encourage you to do the 3 cleansing breaths. Breathe in for 3, hold it for 2, breathe out for 3. Okay. And if you have the peppermint vitality, you can put a drop under your tongue or the tip of your tongue. So, and you guys, this is really important to me because like right now I see a lot of emotions on our Facebook page, right? In our pages and our feeds. And if we can control our emotions and not have our emotions control us, we're going to be physically healthier, mentally better off, and we're going to be better able to make... Okay. Had a phone call coming in. All right. So the second one would be disgust. Second core emotion is disgust. It can be food, it can be people, that could be any kind of activity that, you're not quite feeling. And for disgust, I like frankincense. If you're really having a hard time digesting disgust, frankincense vitality, that's one of the reasons why I believe frankincense is also a core oil, and the frankincense resin is in our sleek products. It helps our body digest disgust. And so on your wrists, again, smell it, put it on the back of your neck, put it over your heart, put it in the diffuser. Really, really good, fun one. All right, I need to move through these a little bit quicker probably. Fear. Fear is the biggest emotion in my opinion. We do things subconsciously out of fear. There's a lot of opinions out there that most of our decision making is either to avoid fear or to have pleasure. So fear for me is a really, really big one. If you are having a lot of fear, maybe it's in a relationship, maybe it's with work, maybe it's because of uncertainty, with the economic situation going on right now. Fear can change your DNA also. So that's a really big reason why we need to control our fears. And one of the ways to do that is through the use of valor. on your wrists, on your VitaFlex points. Smell it over your heart, getting this into our DNA. And another thing is tangerine. Tangerine helps your body digest fear. Again, with like how we talked on anger, fear can have a huge range, right? You don't want to get to the point where fear is up here. We want to keep our fear down where we can manage it, where we can control it, where we can ask questions through it and process it. And tangerine helps our bodies literally process fear. Fear creates adrenaline in our bodies, which can really kind of set off this whole range of things that are going on in our system physically. I want to talk to you guys about happiness. So happiness can be one where we want to maintain it, or it can be one of the emotions where maybe we don't feel happy and we want to get there. So top 2 oils are joy. Again, using your VitaFlex points, using joy. I like to use joy when I am feeling happy. The scent, when you smell joy, if you're in a situation that's really pleasant and you're really feeling content, smelling joy, and then later on down the road, it's scent training. When you're not feeling happy and you're upset, you can smell joy, and it helps fire all those amazing neurons and helps our body get back to that place where it can even choose joy. Another one is bergamot. I've talked about bergamot so much. I absolutely love bergamot. It helps your body process all that, digest all that, and is a really great oil to feel happy and to feel really uplifted. Bergamot Vitality is amazing in tea. Put it under your tongue. Be careful that if you are applying normal bergamot topically, it is photosensitive. All right, and then surprise. I did not bring any of these oils in. So I'm going to talk real quick about surprise. Surprise is the last core emotion that I'm going to talk about. And, you know, things change. Our world is constantly changing. I don't feel like surprise is one of the emotions that we speak about enough. A lot of times when we are operating out of that emotion of surprise, we're not quite able to focus, and we need clarity. And we need to be able to be really rooted to kind of uncover, you know, what's going on, or to not feel like we're blowing in the wind with that surprise, right? And that change. So my top 3 oils for surprise are valerian, rutavala, and vetiver. I want you to use them on the soles of your feet. You can use them on your wrists, but mostly the soles of your feet. If you're really having a hard time and you're really struggling with change, okay? And this is going to help your body ground itself and help your emotional energy balance out a little bit. Now, last oil, this isn't a core oil, but I felt it was really important just because of what's going on. I want to talk about is trust. When you are feeling in a place of distrust, and you're having a hard time knowing who you can trust or what to trust, an oil that I encourage you to use would be Copaiba. Copaiba Vitality, drop under your tongue in your tea. Copaiba is really soothing to the nervous system. Trust is kind of some people call a core emotion. I've learned it to be like a pseudo emotion because a lot of times trust is really based on something else. And so Copaiba is very soothing, and it helps your body and your cells and your mind kind of sort through some of the junk and relax so that you can think clearly. So those are my 6 core emotions, plus my little bonus oil and the oils that I would encourage you guys to use with them. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I hope this helps you all. I hope you guys all have an amazing Wednesday, and you are being just, as cool as a cucumber right now with everything going on. You're healthy, you're happy, and your children are healthy. So I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.